Hi guys. I was like, which channel is this? Tony's right. There we go. All right, yay! How are you? So, Midsummer Murders is in the background. I'm going to place this with the other videos that I have. Oh, okay, I was like, okay, it's my butt. But yeah, so I'm gonna place it with the other videos that are like scheduled for Monday, which is 27th. So I go back to school on the 27th. It's gonna be, yeah, second year, second semester. Oh my god, like we're like, we're moving along. Okay, because I was like, yo, what year am I in? What year am I in? Anyway, so in my second year, second semester, so it'll be like close. It will be like be close to the end. Closer than we think. Closer than we think, closer than we know. Girl. Alright, so anyway. So, basically, I am going back to school. So we kind of like the university I go to, we start like really late in January. Some universities like start early January. Anyway, we start basically like the last week of January going into February. So really happy about that. Really happy. So going back to school, I've been working. I work at the university through like federal work study and stuff like that. So like I haven't really had like a real break. Usually when I'm on break, except for the summers. In undergrad, like I used to work during the summer, but I would be off like for winter break, but winter break was kind of short in comparison. Last year I didn't work during the winter break really. I was kind of like touch and go. Well, my first year, what I'm saying, the first fall 2023, I didn't like work or whatever. So yeah, first year, there we go. First year I didn't work or whatever during the winter break too much. I mean, I was a massage therapist, but it's not like a 9 to 5 type thing. This follows a more 9 to 5 structure. I'm only part-time, but still it kind of follows that. So I kind of work within those like 9 to 5 like hours. So I've still been like at the school going like the days that I work or whatever. And so I'm kind of like, it's like, it wasn't a break for real, for real. It was a break from work, like school work, but not like work. So yeah. But I'm kind of grateful for that because I feel like I just usually am idle during school breaks. So I'm kind of glad. And plus like I'm making money. So yeah. And yeah, and it's like this break feels like it went by so fast versus like last year's winter break. It felt like, you know, the difference between working. It's just like, what? It makes such a difference. But last year, it was kind of like, it seemed like it dragged on forever because essentially I had like 8 weeks or 9, like almost 10 weeks of like nothing. So this was kind of like the same thing. Like I generally finish my work the first week of whatever month we're ending. So like the first week of May, the end of the semester is kind of, that's when I end, or December, the first week in like December. Like I may have another week to do everything, but like class wise, like the teachers are like, yeah, we'll see you next semester. We'll see you later. So it's kind of like interesting because then I have like all this time. So I'm like, oh my god. So since this is my second year, second semester, my mindset is on completing this semester, of course, doing well, learning, growing as a writer, as a poet, but also like experimenting with my writing and stuff like that. And also on thesis, I kind of want to have like, I don't want to have like full-fledged ideas formed, but I do want to have like some idea of kind of maybe where I want to go. Like I just you know, I don't want to necessarily have poems like ready like when we come back like for third year, but like I don't necessarily want to be like a blank slate either. I kind of feel like I have a few ideas, like themes that I want, and they've kind of been lingering around, and I'm kind of like, do I put them towards a chapbook contest or do I put them towards my actual thesis? Because if I put them towards my thesis, I'm locked in. Versus the chapbook, I can kind of like not participate or whatever, but this thesis, I'm like fucking locked in. So think about third year, think about what I want to do post graduation, because it's like sooner than we think. But for this semester specifically, I am looking for opportunities now to go into the summer. So any opportunities that will advance my career, I am looking into. So this semester, especially like before spring-ish, April, somewhere in there, hit applying to like all the fellowships and stuff like that I can for summer opportunities, leading into fall opportunities, so that like coming back, hopefully like I'll have that going. So yeah, so this is the time period where I'm like looking into the future, especially for leading into third year. Other than that, of course, got sick. I'm not really like sick anymore. It's just, I feel like it's not really illness so much as it is stuffiness now. I need to get rid of that. There's no like real circulation. The box fan like fucking broke in my room, so I gotta get another one. And I keep forgetting like that. But I also had like a lot of dust collect on it, and I never like cleaned it off, so it was like always stuffy. So I gotta like think about getting, well, I have to get one because I want the circulation in my room, because the window is not going to be wide open during the winter time, and also there's not any like real breeze circulating through. I could see if it was a breeze circulating kind of through the room, even if it was extra cold, but there's nothing. It's kind of just stagnant. So I gotta get that, so clearing this out. But as far as like the virus, I think that's like done. Oh, actually, I have to throw away my toothbrush. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I gotta go throw that away. Now that I think about it, that's also reintroduced the virus. So once I do that, I'll probably be like really like good. What else? Coming back for the semester, I'm taking 3 classes once again. I think we're on a track of just doing 3 because, you know, I was telling somebody, I was like, who wants to spend 4 years doing a degree with us? Like, no offense, but like a lot of writing programs are just 2 years. Some are 3, and then like when it's getting into 4, that feels like a low res type thing, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like low res is like completing in 3 or 4 summers is like, but it's like full fucking years for us. So 3 years is kind of my goal. So to do that, because I didn't do that 3 and 3 the first year, which I'm kind of grateful for, because like my grandmother died, and then like it was my first year, so like let's not pile it on, let's see if I actually want to do this shit. So now it's like 3, so 9 credits. So I'm continuing with that. I think that's kind of my rhythm. I am debating taking a summer class, so I have to like think about that, whether or not I want to do like summer class independent study or something, on top of like trying to apply for other stuff. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but what I do like know a little bit is that it's 3 courses. So the courses that I'm taking this semester are going to be it's a course about teaching writing. So basically, you know, one of the main tracks when you graduate from an MFA program, writing program, art program, is that you go and like teach. And so one of the options that I do have post graduation is like teaching, but usually they want you to have a university setting experience. They don't, you know, like if you teach like summer camp or you teach like high school, that's fine. But like if you're going to teach a university, they kind of want you to have experience doing that. It kind of makes sense, but it's kind of like also like, I'm right out of like fucking school, and if I didn't get like that, like how am I going to do that? Like, you better find a college that's just like willing to take you on. Uh, Surprisingly enough, there's a lot of opportunities for 2025, and I'm like, for people who are graduating like this year, like basically between now and like August, there's like a bunch that I've been looking like all over the country, like all over the US, that are like looking for teachers. So if you're like a 2025 graduate for MFA creative writing, I would like look into that, because like I've seen so many colleges like from my state to like even even states where I'm like, you have an MFA writing program, like dang, like you have that, like wow. Like why? Why do you have this? Why do you have this opportunity in this like reading town? But like even like really small like places, really small colleges like have openings. So yeah. So like a teaching writing course. Another course is creating a journal. So basically we'll be the masthead for the print version of our university's journal. So it's kind of like good because I get to continue the experience that I've had since 2023, since I've started. I've been a poetry reader twice now. And then I was like helping a teacher for a course last semester, kind of like worked on the back end a little bit. WordPress is trash. It's basura. And then read for them for that class, did that, and then like did a little presentation and shit like that about like websites, author websites, which I never made over the winter break. But yeah, so there's that. So I'm going to be doing that. As far as positions, I'll be good with like reader, poetry, editor, or something like that. But like not editor-in-chief, because like that was a lot. So hopefully there's some ambitious person's like editor-in-chief. I'll take that, because I don't want to be stressed. I ain't gonna lie. Although if I did like go for it, I would kind of like know, because I worked on the back end for the E version for the fall, the E version fall selection of people. So so yeah, and then so that one's gonna be like, I feel like very intense. And then I have like an advanced writing, and that one I think I'm gonna be writing consistently. So I think this semester is very varied as well, because like last semester was like, they were all though related last semester, because like one course was about creating a book on like InDesign, one was like physically making books, and then the other was like reading a lot of books. Well, not reading a lot of books, but like reading and dissecting and analyzing kind of like books. So they all fit together, but these are like three very different skill sets that I'm like learning this semester. It's almost like you're learning like, okay, the pipeline of like writer to like publishing, right? Because and then like teaching publishing is in there a little bit, but like because I'm learning like more advanced writing, so writing more consistently and probably developing the skill set to be like a consistent writer post graduation. The teacher that's doing that, he like specifically was like, I want you guys to be able to write even when you get out of the university setting, because like once you're out of the university setting, like it's kind of up to you to maintain that, like that hope, basically to maintain that hope and like keep that shit alive, like keep your career alive. It's up to you. And like you're not gonna have like professors assigning you shit. You're not gonna have like necessarily like your cohort that you came in with or your classmates or whatever like cheering you on or like helping you edit stuff. Like, you know, they'll have their own lives, like they may be able to keep in touch, but like you need to have your own like writing practice. And so like I feel like advanced writing will keep me in the thing, but like hopefully, dear God, let's not be so intense. But like I feel like one class is gonna be like reading intensive, one is gonna be like experiential practicum intensive, like the teaching writing, and then the third one is gonna be like very like technical skill kind of like heavy. And so it's 3 different skill sets that I'm like learning. And I'm really excited for it because the teaching writing thing will help me apply for like fellowships and stuff like that. That's right, I'm knocking hoes down, trying to get a fellowship to be a teacher next semester. But yeah, so it's like, it's not that many people in a course, but like, think about it. All the people that have taken a course that want to like do it now, it's kind of like, now we have to like apply and shit like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get some experience. And to be honest, I'm gonna ask the director like questions about that going forward. Anyway, so there's that. Outside of course load, still working in the university, looking for other positions. Like I said, I'm applying for like a lot of positions and a lot of opportunities that span this year, particularly this summer, forward to 3rd year, and then, you know, kind of going with that, and then other opportunities like make money. I did not do any writing retreats this month because I got sick, and so like I'm not gonna like push it. And then December, none of you hoes responded to my thing. I put it on the post, what dates are like good, nobody wrote back. I posted it on my Instagram, nobody wrote back. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just go live, and then like you just like pop in or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna plan that for another day. Maybe sometime in the spring. Hopefully I don't get sick again, but yeah, I got sick like literally right at the beginning of the year. So, and been battling the whole like month of January. So it's like, I wouldn't want to get like, I wouldn't want to do this anyway. So I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, so any like goals, let me say. So yeah, my goals are basically the same. I want to get published like twice this semester. That means applying maybe more than 2 things, but I want to apply myself and like write poetry and stuff like that, or even like microfiction, nanofiction, stuff like that, and get it put out there and published. And hopefully twice this semester. I do aim like twice a month, like applying, submitting somewhere, but like if I get published twice a semester, that's fine, like whatever. And then working on the books that I want to work on, right? So the 3 African American authors, getting those books like published by like summertime. And when I say published, I mean like making a proof copy so I can just like show you guys and kind of like look over it for myself and see if I like it, because I have plans for what I want to do in the publishing world while developing my stuff. And then I also have plans post graduation that I like am working towards and need to start working towards going into fall. So yeah, like I have those things. But this semester I think is going to be pretty good, pretty varied. I think last semester a lot was going on and I needed to adjust, and so I'm lucky that I passed everything, because I like the book making class, I was so like, if I get a C, that's fine. I ended up getting like a B+, so I'm like happy. So I got 2 A's and like a B+, so I'm like, yes. Oh my god, it's like what's that movie called? It's Midsomer Murders. Final Destination with the logs and shit like that. The lady ran into this truck that had a bunch of logs on it, and I don't know if she's dead or not in this car. Anyway, so yeah, 3 classes, applying for stuff, going for summer opportunities, fall opportunities, preparing for like what I'm trying to do after grad school, and making sure I'm consistent so I can get published, and then hopefully that writing opportunity, the writing retreat opportunity, planning that and going forward with that. So those are the things. That's about it. And the book thing, book cover, interior, publishing that, printing it off. Other than that, that's pretty much it for like this channel and my writing goals and stuff like that. I have other channels, so I have other goals relating to those things, but that's basically it for this. So I'm excited to start it because it went by so fast. Like, it just seemed like just yesterday I was like just starting this shit. Now it's like I'm midway through, but it's like I feel like I'm already at the end, and it's like where did the time fly? And it's kind of like weird. So yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.